Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video in the channel. So in this series we are talking about some strategic or current situation of worldwide and nationwide. And today we are talking about the newly adopted QR systems, which is called Bangla QR. And the Bangla QR is uh, initiated in formally to all of the users uh, in July 2026, 1st July. It's the perfectly what we can say. So let's get begin. So first of all, in the previously we are talking about some systems or thought we are uh, showing the before July 26. At the before of this situation in Bangladesh is likely the some of MFAs or banking sectors or other cash transaction systems are interpreting their own QR code like bKash have their own QR code, Nagad or other banking sectors, and those QR code are generally uses their own systems, and a customer have to maintain their apps to transaction with their own systems, as well as the merchant or whatever the business man or shopkeeper have to have to selected the QR codes or the banking or immigration sectors, and they have provided those to get those digital payment in their banking account. So to get rid of this type of things, Bangladesh Bank initiated the one code and universal acceptance that is called Bangla QR. It replaces the proprietary codes within a single nationwide set standard code, which is one QR code can definitely approve to any of the banking account or MFS service you have obtained. So in these systems, this is unlike a cash out features, funds move directly between the participating financial institution through the customer via NPSB, which is already initiated in Bangladesh as name is National Payment Service Board, Bangladesh. So what previously we have talking about, that is the you will see in the left screen, that is lot of QR code in the shopkeepers have to maintain like bKash, Nagad or banking sectors. So they have their own QR code and only their MFS services what we have installed as a customer have to maintain to transaction money to the shopkeepers. But in this unified present a QR code or called Bangla QR, a single QR can receive any payments from any participating MFS bank or payment service providers. So this is the universal scalability or seamless consumer experience. So when it was started in 2021. Uh, in that time, the inception or the early development of this rollout, and the pilot situation was launched in the experimental phase in Motihil Dhaka at 2023 18 January. The instant integration was settled on the November 1st at 2025, where the commencement of the real-time interoperability between banks and PSPs and MMS providers. In April 2026, the instruction was given by the Bangladesh Bank that should be obtained this Bangla QR or less you have to penalty for non-compliance set at the up to 30 lakhs. After June 26, they have to initiated this infrastructure and it was mandated from the 1st July of 2026, which is nearly 23 days ago from this video recorded time. So in the first 48 hours of the launch has 77,000 transactions over 22 crore processed, and the current daily run rate is likely 35 to 37,000 of average daily transaction, which is 11 to 12 crore processed daily. And the growth opportunity is likely the total digital transaction via cards and MFS is nearly 340 crore daily. And while the earlier option is strong, but the massive gap between the QR volume and the total digital volume highlights the vast untapped potential of the Bangla QR network. So we have to maintain this and have to spread out the Bangla QR rapidly in our country. So the infrastructure what we have already. The 17 lakh deployed codes already, that is bKash at 5 lakhs and as well Bank is 2.7 lakhs, whereas Mobile is 1.9 lakhs. And other banking sector have their own circumstances informations. This 1.7 million physical merchant touch points previously operating their own silos, but now they have to connect it these Bangla QR systems, and this will give the unified systems throughout the country. So, what is bypassing these systems like scanning QR code into the Bangla QR like through the smartphone, an app processed by intermediate payment confirmed, and rural feature phone have what is done through these systems like dialing some and then use the unique merchant code and written beneath the physical Bangla QR already, and they can already do these systems to uh, transaction with Bangla QR. So the key insight of this slide we can tell that to achieve the truly cashless society, which is needed as the taka is not good enough to uh, printed in every year. It was costing huge. The integration of USSD, MSMS, merchant or the Bangla QR is significantly make up the significant portion of the rural Bangladesh and not left behind any of the users of this country. The systematic friction, what is we can call the cons of this initiated by Bangladesh Bank is 1% micro merchant reality, the 1% rate that was the after doing any of the transaction, they have to cash out through the 1% tax rates, which is nearly tell by different banks like 8.5 taka to 11 taka, and it was nearly very bad for this reality. As this reality is not good enough, if we see this table, whereas we are compared with other systems which is already initiated in other countries like India and Brazil. India has UPI, Brazil has PIX. Those are highly mature years of development, and their bank is subsidized and fully uh, financially finance and subsidize these things to compensate them zero free margin transaction, and Bangla Care where is 1% in India rate and just growing rapidly, but it is critically disturbed by this rate, which is not enthusiastic to the peoples. So the vision of this digital footprint is to scan the ledger, the accumulation, and the algorithm, the capital. And in these systems, every peoples have their business in their own scalability and yet come to the footprint of Bangladesh Bank server, and it is good for national tax paying systems or other initiative or different money laundering cases also. So, what is the national economy infrastructure? Financial inclusion, we are know that's breathing invisible and unbanked micro merchant into the formal financial ecosystems like people who have the Facebook business or other business so small or can adapt it with these systems rapidly. In the instant transparency, like the vast amount of payment or acceptance of big business have come with this code will be a transparency happen in this country also. The sustainable governance will also be adopted by this infrastructure. So Bangladesh is the merely payment product. It is like the power grid of the telecom networks. It's the fundamental foundational network infrastructure. Is the ultimate success will be measured by this power to build a transparent and integrated economy for future generation. So this is the end of these slides and the visualization of the Bangla keyword adaptation of in this earlier stage. So you should uh, check this reality and should be prepared for the cashless society in upcoming days. Definitely, we are moving to this cashless society within, I think, 2 or 3 years. Thank you again for joining with us.